Running any business can be a costly affair, but that's where some mobile businesses stand alone. Now, potentially you can access the market at a cheaper entry point, have lower ongoing overheads, and run an office that goes wherever you do. Sounds good? I'm Effie Zahwas, and welcome to The Franchise Show. For many people, flexibility in the workplace and being your own boss is an appealing thought. So when it comes to small business, some turn to a mobile model. Now, Darren spoke with one franchisee who loves operating his Cafe to You business so much, he no longer feels he's going to work, rather enjoying a lifestyle that's working for him.
You know what it's like? You're sitting in peak hour traffic in the morning heading to work and all you want is a decent coffee. Or you're stuck at work and you want a coffee, but you've got to go out for it. Well, not anymore.
Kieran, so tell us, how did you end up working in this industry?
From my previous life, I was looking for an exit strategy. I had a couple of friends who got into this business, and I thought, you know what, this is not a bad place to be. So looked around, found the right territory, found the right business, and here we are, 2 years later. The best thing for us is the lifestyle. In my previous life, it was a 60-hour-a-week corporate gig, away 2 weeks a month. Now, you know, go out at 7 o'clock in the morning and home about 1:30, 2 o'clock each day.
What drew you to mobile versus, being in a shopping centre?
The one thing I didn't want to be part of was locked into a store, mainly because if there's no customers, you can't do anything about it. With a mobile situation, we have a territory, we have a run. If I have customers, I stay and chat. But if you run out of customers, you go around the corner and there's always someone looking for a coffee. Consistency, reliability, regularity, these are the things that our clients are looking for. So they like the fact that we turn up.
I'd imagine that your sales ability has got something to do with it as well.
I don't mind the fact that I'm a half-decent salesperson, but ultimately, you don't sell coffee. What you sell is relationship. I was talking to a girl this morning who came running out. She thought we were leaving, and she got up to have a cup of coffee and went, oh, I don't want instant. I'm going downstairs to get the real beans. And that's how you grow in this business. It starts off that they just come out and have a chat, and then it becomes regular. They want quality coffee. Espresso coffee in Australia is really big.
Cafe to You, what did they offer that maybe some of the others didn't, or is it their strength? What is it?
Look, being in a franchise, I wanted that support mechanism. I wanted someone to go, this is how you make a cup of coffee. And then, you know, once every 3 months, they come and check. They make sure that I'm making the coffee properly. That's the thing I like. And I want my customers to be able to go somewhere else and go, oh, there's a red van, there's a Cafe to You van. I want to go and get one of them. Well, you pay a franchise fee. I want value for money. And they give it to me. Part of Cafe to You is you get a territory. So as you get into that territory and you be part of what's going in there, yeah, people get to know. Like at the park run, I had 3 or 4 jobs come from the people who come and buy their coffee after going for a run in the morning. And that they go, oh, can you come to this or you can come to that? It's very important. The interesting thing is this was only ever supposed to be like semi-retirement. But, you know, I get so excited about what I'm doing and you put a bit of effort into it, it becomes fun. And you make a lot of money. So Monday to Friday, we have a set route. I go out about 6:45 in the morning and I get home about 1:30, 2 o'clock every day. I've found that I haven't gone out one day where I don't come home with a couple of dollars in my pocket. It's pretty good, you know? You open the door, everything's mobile, you make a buck.
What would be your big tip on anyone who's considering going into a franchise, let alone anyone considering going into a mobile franchise?
I think the mobile coffee franchise is a great way to get involved. Being part of a franchise, you get that support mechanism. You got to take the information they give you, work with that information, and be prepared to be part of a franchise. It's always about the weakest link, right? And it doesn't matter what you're doing. So for me, I want to make sure that I'm up there, and I want the brand to make sure that every one of the people in the brand, as in the vans, have a strong presence and they do the right thing by the brand. So ultimately, that makes the brand strong. Cafe to You coffee does something that I don't believe a lot of coffee shops do, and that is they bring fun to people. I'd recommend it.
Coming up next,
You need to be fast on your feet and enjoy the hustle and bustle of a busy pizza store.
you're watching The Franchise Show. When your business takes you out on the road, it's important to manage customer payments and stay on top of your accounts while you're on the go. People often don't carry cash, so you'll need to be able to accept card payments anywhere, anytime to avoid missing out on sales. That's exactly what mobile EFTPOS terminals let you do. Now, they've been around for years, but they don't come cheap. Along with the hardware costs, you can expect to pay a flat monthly fee, plus a percentage of card takings if you go over a monthly transaction limit. So invest some time comparing between banks and think carefully about your likely card sales each month to choose the right plan for you. Thankfully, there is a growing number of mobile card readers that can be operated from a smartphone or tablet, like the Commonwealth Bank's Albert system, ANZ's FastPay, or Westpac's Mobile Payway. These tend to be a cheaper option, but you're still faced with various fees. And as the card readers are linked to your business account, it's worth looking at the whole package, the costs and benefits of each business bank account, as well as the fees that apply to your card-based sales. To help you make even better use of your time on the road, there are also a growing range of apps specifically designed to let you manage your mobile business while you're out and about.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm the franchisee of Pizza Capers in Toowoomba at the Ridge Shopping Centre. We chose to open a franchise business for the guidance and support as we hadn't been into business before. There was an opening in the market for gourmet pizza, so we went and had our initial interview and we decided on Pizza Capers. The research is one of the most important things when looking for business. The business has to fit in with your family needs and something that you can see yourself doing for, a couple of years and working hard in the business. Some of the skills you need are dealing with customers. You need to be fast on your feet and enjoy the hustle and bustle of a busy pizza store. Customer service for us is 100%. They're the lifeblood of our business, and us getting to know our customers on a personal basis and knowing what they like and what they don't like, it makes our job easier and it gives us that real local feeling. I think maybe the biggest challenge for us is a roller coaster of sales and chasing sales all the time and trying to be on top of our business 100%. State of Origin's one of our busiest nights of the year. We look forward to that, and it's full on for 3 hours and then it stops. As soon as kick off, it's all over. So we go home and watch the footy then. So we do a bit with Rosie's on the Street. They're an organisation that works with the homeless. So every couple of months we'll do pizzas sent down to them. They'll ring out of the blue and we send them down and look after them for the night. The difference with franchise and going into small business by yourself is that you've got some proven background and sales data that you can rely on, the marketing support that you receive and operational support, as opposed to going it alone. You're it and you need to be on top of that. Any advice that I'd give to someone going into small business, have a crack. Unless you've done it, and I think everyone needs to go into business once in their life, you never know, you might surprise yourself.
Have you liked us yet on Facebook? Search for us, The Franchise Show, and stay industry up to date.
Next, we chat with a mobile business keeping Australians connected. The Franchise Show. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to The Franchise Show. I'm Effie Zahos. Now, technology has never been greater, and helping us stay in touch is Jim's Antennas. It's a nationwide service in a franchise business, which more and more Aussies are not only utilising personally, but they're buying into professionally.
Hi, I'm Andrew Park. I'm the divisional franchisor for Jim's Antennas. The perception has been that Jim's Antennas really only do antennas, but the reality is that we do home theatre systems, we do data points, telephone outlets, extra TV points, we mount TVs on walls, we do a bit of NBN work now. There's plenty of cabling work that our guys do, so there's a wide variety, not just TV antennas. There's just over 150 franchisees within the antennas network, and I guess the newer opportunities that have arisen is NBN of all things. We're putting NBN installations in, delivering NBN network through antennas. So that's great. That's got a lot of our guys more work, especially in the regional areas. For franchisees to keep up to date, it's really important. We've got preferred suppliers. So once a month we hold meetings for our franchisees. Our preferred suppliers come along and just show what's up to date, what's new in the industry. As a franchisor, it's our role, number one, to make sure we get work for franchisees. So we make sure that the phone rings for them and they're kept busy. We do that through a lot of online marketing. It's also our role to support them. We do this by making sure we give them a call once a month at least, just to make sure that they're travelling okay and everything's running for them fine in their business, as well as running monthly meetings, keeping up with training, regular training. We've seen internal growth from franchisees to become master franchisees. So they've joined on as a franchisee, they've loved the system and they thought, what's the next step? And they've got themselves into becoming a master franchise.
Our services is pretty much everything audio-visual. So today we've wall mounted a TV, but obviously we do phone and data points, so things for Apple TV and Netflix. Online streaming is really popular these days, so connections for that. NBN is a really big thing too, technology, so connections for new homes and existing homes for NBN, home theatre, all those sorts of services are different things that we can offer you. As a new franchisee, naturally you start doing your audio-visual installs and your antennas, but the support from the national office and the franchisor is fantastic. They're constantly having meetings and training aspects for us, and we're learning new stuff and engaging that into our business as we grow.
Research is one of the most important things. When you're looking at buying a franchise, you really need to look into it. Make sure that it's something that you really want to do for the next 10 years, something that you can see yourself getting up every morning and going out and do. One of the things that we do is we offer a trial day out on the road. So go out, experience with another franchisee, talk to that franchisee about what it was like when he started, and ride along with him for a day and make sure that the fit's right for you. The Jim's Antennas is like one big family, and that's what makes it so successful. So business can be lonely if you're out there by yourself just running a business. But as part of a franchise, you've always got another franchisee to call on. You know, if you need a hand with a job, just a bit of support sometimes, it's always handy to have another franchisee that's going through the same as you. And over the years, we've seen some friendships develop like it really is one big family. It's been great. It's always nice to hear some great stories about franchisees that are doing well. I got a text message from a franchisee the other day that said that he'd bought a new house on a 1 acre lot, that he was able to take his kids and bring his kids up in a nice area on a nice new lot in a nice house. And he sent me a text message saying, thankful without buying the franchise, he wouldn't have been able to do that.
The biggest tip I'd give to anyone that is buying a franchise is to listen to the franchisor. They're there for a reason. They've got the model and the tips and everything to make a successful business, so really take on board what they've got and implement it.
Have you visited our website yet? Well, you'll get the latest information right there on thefranchiseshow.com.au.
After the break, going mobile is great, but is there support? We find out how Mrs. Max assists Cafe to You in keeping them stocked and ready to serve. The Franchise Show will be back shortly. Being mobile comes with many advantages, but when it comes to restocking, what options have you got there? Mrs. Max offers pick-up and home delivery services to their partners Cafe to You. And according to our franchisee, it's this convenient option that adds to the mobile attraction.
Hi, I'm Damien, the Cafe to You franchise partner for Bayswater North in Victoria. When we first looked at getting in our own business, we wanted something that had a large support base around it, which Cafe to You did. My background was with a large corporate, so I was always used to having that structure around me.
How was your weekend, ladies? Good? All the usual?
A lot of people tend to think that we're just a coffee van, but with suppliers like Mrs. Max and others who help us run a food and drink promotion, that certainly helps us promote the fact that we're truly a mobile cafe, not just a mobile coffee van. The partnership between Cafe to You and Mrs. Max is really an important one, and it's one where they deliver the product to our home, and their distribution methods are really good. I can order at 6 p.m. at night and have it the next day popped into my freezer by the delivery guys. That's important to me, being a mobile business. And when a customer comes to the van, they can, with a level of confidence, choose a Mrs. Max product together with a Cafe to You beverage and know that they're going to get a reliable product. Mrs. Max's delivery process is really important to us, and we can get deliveries the next day. They also run promotions such as this up here for us, and they sponsor that and assist us to go and promote key products for them at certain times of the year, and just generate interest in not only the Mrs. Max products, but the Cafe to You van as well. We go from an egg and bacon quiche that we can serve in the morning to a lot of the customers, to the Angus sausage rolls, traditional, their full range of pies, being reliable and having the products and knowing that they like a pepper steak pie or they'd like an Angus sausage roll, and having it there for them is pretty powerful when a customer walks up and they can know it's going to be there for them.
Mobile franchising and small businesses often struggle getting paid, and the best way to avoid this is to contact your financial institution and work out if you can access some form of payment strategy providers. This is just a way in which you can direct debit your customers for amounts over the course of a period of time to ensure that your cash flow remains up to date and doesn't impact your business in any way. We're all moving towards a cashless society, so PayPass and other various technologies are becoming more and more expected by our customers. And what that means for mobile franchising is that it's really important that you have that technology accessible when you start a business. So if you contact your financial institute and ask them what technologies are available, they are able to provide you with a number of different portable resources which you can use. And it's as simple as perhaps having an iPad with PayPal available. Alternatively, there are a number of products which are also available and can provide you with some analytics around what people are spending in the areas that your coffee cart or mobile food van are operating in.
The Franchising Expo has been running for 30 years now in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, even Adelaide and Perth. And over that time, it's developed hundreds and hundreds of new opportunities for franchisees and franchisors to meet. It really is a successful and very exciting event. Well, franchising is absolutely critical because small business is so important to the Australian economy. It's small business that feeds us, that employs us, that does so many of those daily services. And franchising is so important for small business because franchising is a model that works, and there are so many small businesses out there that have grown through the power of franchising. Well, it comes down a little bit down to definition and who's counting, but by our figures, there's around about 1,500 franchise systems in Australia. Of that, there's probably around about 80,000 franchisees. And Griffiths University have done a study and says that they are directly employing over 450,000 people. The Franchise Expo is a really great environment where people can find the right system for them. And in franchising, it's so important that the franchisee is a good match to the franchise system. And at this show, it's live, it's exciting, they can walk around, they can talk to people, they can see the systems in operation, talk to the people behind the brands. And it's a two-way conversation. The franchise system can find the people that they want, and people can shop and compare and see what's available for them. It really is exciting to walk around and see all the conversations taking place. There's no doubt over the last 30 years that the show's been running, we've seen franchising become far more sophisticated. The systems, the operations, the training, the collaboration. The franchising code has been wonderful too to protect everyone. And now we're seeing so much going online, and by putting all the information in the cloud, it's made it far easier, I think, for franchisees and franchisors to talk. And we can see the industry flourishing. One of the first shows I worked on was a franchising show back in '94 at Brisbane City Hall. And there was a funny little stand there selling these little rolls. They called it a sub. And That was the first time the Subway tried out Australia. We all thought it was going to be a disaster, and it turned out to be such an amazing franchise system, one of the biggest in Australia and the world. And that's what we see here. It's a real incubator for new businesses. I think the future of franchise in Australia is incredibly exciting. Look at our kids, look at the next generation. They're entrepreneurial, they're out there, they want to run their own businesses. The traditional career path is gone, the jobs for life that we were told about don't really exist anymore. People want to start their own business, and it's not easy. I did it myself. It's a really hard exercise to learn and to create a business. So why not get onto a franchise model that's already proven and works? It really is a great entry for the younger people to look at getting their own business together and being a success. I think it's a very bright future.
Well, that wraps up another show. I'm Effie Zahos, and thanks so much for joining us this Sunday. We'll see you next week on The Franchise Show.